Many people watched the second presidential debate last night, opposing views and opposing ideas on immigration. But here on the show, every other week we give you updates on immigration. And today we are going to talk about a path to citizenship for those of you wanting to serve in the U.S. military. Here is American Dream.
This American Dream segment is brought to you by Aquino & Lowe Law Firm, answering your immigration questions.
Attorney Richard Lowe is going to be explaining to us today the concept of MAVNI. MAVNI is short for Military Accessions Vital to National Interest. This is a recruitment pilot program, meaning has it been done before? Is it?
Yes, it actually has been done before. This is put out by the Department of Defense, and it was done in 2009. And the services that picked it up were the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force at that time. So there were people who had joined the military and become citizens through this program back in 2009.
Would you recommend that to some people going to you? You know, if let's say for example they've overstayed, is it possible to join the military and then apply for this? Or
well, this program only applies to non-immigrants who are in status. Okay. So you can't have overstayed or gone out of status for whatever reason. So they're looking to recruit within the non-immigrant pool of people who are here, who maybe are on an H-1 or on an F, who've been here for a while, but do want a path to become a U.S. citizen.
And this is clear because now we can talk about the requirements, so it's not automatic.
That's right.
There will be some people who will not be eligible to apply for citizenship.
That's correct.
What are the requirements for this?
Well, first of all, you have to be between the ages of 17 and 34. So if you're older than 34, younger than 17, you're not going to be able to apply. The most important part is you have to have been here for 2 years. And so that's going to eliminate, although they list in their handout, they list a lot of non-immigrant visa categories which conceivably would apply. A lot of those aren't going to have ability to stay here for 2 years, which is what they require.
We see it on the screen now. It looks like an alphabet soup. All the following categories: E, F, H, I, J, K, L, all the letters almost. But you're saying that one important criteria, no matter your status, you have to have been here for 2 years?
That's right.
Okay.
So, for example, some statuses may not give you that opportunity to be in the United States for 2 years. I'm not sure how a K visa is going to be able to then become, some of them aren't going to work. So
right.
I think if you have been here for 2 years and that this is interesting to you to try to serve in the military, then this is a program that you might be looking into.
That's something to consider.
Yes.
And if you can speak a foreign language, that's an advantage because that's requirement number 4.
Yes. I mean, the national interest part of this program is that they're trying to recruit people who will be able to give something to the military that they don't have. And one of them is languages. There's a large number of languages which are underserved in the military, and there's a long, exhaustive list of those. But what has been added this year, which was not available in 2009, is Tagalog. So if you do speak Tagalog, that is a language that will allow you to become part of this program.
And this is very important to note, I think. Applicant must be a needed healthcare professional because a lot of Filipinos work in the healthcare industry. So if you are, let's say, a doctor or a dentist or a nurse, you may qualify for this, yes?
Yes, that's the other component of it. If you don't qualify for the language component, you may qualify for the healthcare component part of it, and they are looking for people in those underserved areas as doctors, nurses, and many others. There's
right.
Too many to list. But you do have to be licensed in that profession here in the United States.
Oh, okay.
So there is some limitations on healthcare professionals.
Right, and so that's a choice for you. You can either use your fluency in Tagalog, or you can use your expertise as a healthcare professional. But then this next requirement is something that's a must. Applicants must pass other standard enlistment requirements. Yeah,
so in other words, it's not just a free pass into the military. You have to go through their physical examinations and also their background checks. They have a military exam for proficiency, I believe, in English, which you have to score above a 50, which is a little bit higher than normal recruits. So there are, the military side, not just the immigrant side, you have to qualify for those.
When you talk about background checks, what are they checking? Because, parking ticket, DUI, overspeeding, you know, all these traffic tickets.
What they have said is that they are not issuing conduct waivers. And what that means basically is if you have a felony, you're not going to be able to get in. Now, the misdemeanors depend upon what the misdemeanors are and how many they are, and actually traffic violations also. If you have a slew of traffic violations, apparently you need a conduct waiver to get in the military, and that's not going to be helpful. So if you have any kind of criminal issue, then you would need to really look into whether or not you're going to qualify.
And I think this is, at this point, then you need a lawyer to help you sift through all of this. You help applicants prepare their application, correct?
Sure. We have a contact within the Army that we're working with to try to help people come into this program if that's what they so desire to do.
And you better do it now, because this program lasts until May of 2014. How long do they wait? Let's say I apply for it next month. How long does it get?
Well, it's a few steps in the process. You apply, they interview you, and then if you're accepted into that part of the program, then you get tested, and then if you pass that, then you go through boot camp. Now, boot camp is also the place where you would apply for citizenship. Because obviously, if you're in a non-immigrant category coming in and out of the United States, which you would have to do in the military, you're going to have some issues. So the citizenship process will start right away for you once you are in boot camp and in the program.
All right, there you have it. Another path to citizenship for those of you wanting to serve in the U.S. military. Call Aquino & Lowe Law Firm right now. They have offices here in Pasadena and also in Northern California. Information on the screen. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
All right, more on Kababayan LA Entertainment News when we return. Don't go away.